There's the audience. Okay. So, welcome to my presentation on reducing the use of plastic straws. The thesis for this presentation is, while the use of plastic straws may be convenient, they contribute to a massive amount of pollution in the ocean, can harm animals and ecosystems despite being recycled. So how often do you find yourself or somebody around you using a plastic straw, whether it be a curly straw at a restaurant for a kid, or going out to get Starbucks with one of your friends? Plastic straws are extremely common. In fact, according to the Washington Post, Americans use nearly 500 million plastic straws every day. So, what brought me to this topic is that I have the amazing opportunity of working at Clinton Bay on Lake Erie over the summer, and for the first time last year, I noticed that a lot of major bars and restaurants were putting up posters and going strawless, and this it brought my awareness to this issue, and because of this, I have tried to reduce my use of plastic straws as well. So what is so wrong with utilizing the convenience of a plastic straw? So where do they all go? According to the Washington Post, plastic straws are among the top 10 items found on beach cleanup events. And this is because many straws are not properly disposed of on beaches. For the sake of this presentation, I interviewed Ms. Prendergast, who studied marine science at Coastal Carolina University, and she described a time where she was analyzing the water in a bay for the sake of a project, and she found an alarming amount of plastic pollution in the water. She said, the trash doesn't just come from the spring breakers on the beach. If there is a waterway connecting to the ocean, it will end up there, Ohio included. So we may not see the direct effects of this issue, but we are causing this issue. So in terms of permanent damage, the Washington Post states that straws account for nearly 10% of all plastic pollution in the ocean, and the chemicals used to produce the straws contaminate the water as the straws break down. So this obviously causes permanent damage to the quality of the water in the oceans. So pollution is obviously an irreversible issue. So how does it impact the ecosystem? So in terms of threat to marine life, it is extremely common for marine life to mistake plastic as food. The proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, extremely long name, states that by 2050, 99% of all seabird species, anywhere from seagulls to penguins, will have ingested some form of plastic pollution. And the same source reports that the mortality rate for marine life ingesting plastic is approximately 50%, depending on the species. In fact, this year there have been about 20 deaths in turtles alone, and these are instant deaths when they ingest a straw. It's extremely deadly. So the straws not only affect the marine life themselves, but affect the ecosystem that the animals live in. When the straws hit the ocean and they're carried by the currents, they are broken down into microplastics. And these are microscopic pieces of plastic that are nearly impossible to remove from the water. And this poses a threat to the quality of the ecosystem underwater, as this is a coral reef about 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, and then this is a coral reef now. So the pollution has clearly increased and had a negative impact on the quality of this ecosystem. But this not only affects the ecosystem, it can affect us as well. The same source with the extremely long name, the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences of the United States of America, they did research and found that they found plastic in sea salt, shellfish, and 94% of all U.S. tap water. So this is clearly a major issue. So what can we do to help this problem? What is a safe alternative for this? So we always have the option of going strawless and not using a straw at all. But if you have some kind of disability or you have braces or it's very difficult to drink without using a straw, there's many alternatives. In fact, many companies have developed straws that are made out of metal or glass, which can be cleaned and reused for years. Another solution to this would be using straws made out of compostable or biodegradable materials such as paper or cardboard. And I seem to have skipped a bullet point here. In terms of safe disposal, there's really no safe way to dispose of plastic straws as they do not break down. The best thing that we can do is remove them from an environment in which it could cause danger to an animal who does not know better. So human error plays a huge role in disposal. In the case of many coastal communities, straws are often left or littered on beaches, which it puts many animals in danger of ingesting the plastic straws. In fact, straws normally, when they are properly disposed of, straws do not normally get recycled to completion because they are too lightweight to get through the sorting machines at most recycling plants. So they end up at most landfills anyway. So, like I said, there are many alternatives to plastic, metal, glass, paper, or cardboard. There's many different options that you can go with here. So, to conclude, in a call to action, I'm asking you to reduce your plastic straw consumption to help reduce the overall amount of pollution in the oceans by finding an environmentally friendly alternative or by going completely strawless altogether. So the purpose of this speech was to persuade my audience to discontinue their use of plastic straws or to find a safe alternative. And to close, although we do not see the direct effects of this issue, in that we do not live near an ocean, straws still play a huge role in pollution as a whole. So hopefully next time you go to order a drink, you will ask to go strawless, or you will bring your own metal straw. Thank you. So here's my closing audience. They're all still here. All right.